OPIC neighborhood. Number 1. Tell me about your neighborhood. Where is it located? What kind of facilities does it have? Is there a place in your neighborhood that is special to you? My neighborhood is located in the central part of Yongin City, which I believe is the second largest city in Korea. The city itself has all the facilities that you need, so people think that I have accessibility to everything, but I live in the quieter part of the city. My neighborhood does provide basic services to residents, such as medical centers, pharmacies, grocery stores, and a few restaurants. However, I personally cannot entirely rely on them, especially for ailments and any other health-related checkups, as less populated areas like mine tend to carry less skillful experts. Most of them are located in bigger cities, so traveling to major cities is unavoidable when I need medical help. What I do really like and is special about my neighborhood is that there is a place that sells customized desserts, such as shaved ice creams, and other summer desserts. They recently opened about 3 months ago, and it has been a hit, especially among elementary and middle school students. They are very unique because you can request the name or design to be put on your dessert, so it can be even bought for special occasions like birthdays or holidays. Number 2. Tell me about the most memorable thing that has occurred in your neighborhood. When did it happen? Why was the event so memorable to you? The most memorable thing that happened in my neighborhood is when my mother and I discovered a family of stray cats within our apartment complex. This happened around 4 months ago when I was taking a walk with my mom. We heard a group of kittens crying, and we noticed there were 3 kittens that were a mix of white and brown. They looked like they were only a few months old, and they seemed to be both hungry and thirsty, so we brought out a bowl of water, a can of wet food, and a large amount of dry food to leave it behind so that they don't go hungry for at least a couple of days. However, the maintenance guy came out and told us not to feed the stray cats because they urinate and leave their stools around everywhere, making some residents very uncomfortable, especially for those who live on the first floors. So he and I had an argument until he finally allowed us to continuously do what we've been doing. This is one of my unforgettable moments that happened in my neighborhood. Number 3. I would like to know about your neighbors. Who are they? How often do you interact with them? I'm not that close to my neighbors to know enough about them, but I know a few through my mom. My mom and I take a walk quite regularly on the weekends, and we met a lady who resides in the same apartment building. She was taking a walk with her pet chihuahua, and we started talking about our pets. She's a very lovely lady, and she often comes over to our place to have tea time with us at least once a week. I have also met this guy who was trying to hit on my mom the other day, and I found out that he lives just below us. I was very disturbed by him because he tried to start a conversation with my mom when I wasn't around, and he acted as if he is very close to her. He is the only neighbor from my apartment complex that I don't like. Thank goodness that I don't see him as often. Anyways, going back to the question, I know only a few neighbors and I don't see them as often because I work all the time, but my mom sees them quite often around the neighborhood.